Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Aurelion Sol and we'll be facing off against the Teemo adventure from the Spirit Blossom campaign. I'm just doing this because it's been a while since I last played Aurelion Sol and I feel like challenging myself. Considering Aurelion Sol is a rather slow champion, quote unquote, it should be a bit challenging in this adventure, especially against the later encounters. I'm still running the setup I usually run on Aurelion Sol. Starforge Gauntlets gives you 1 extra mana. Troll King's Crown for the Overwhelm when we play Aurelion Sol. And the Arcane Comet gives us something to play for free every turn when we play Aurelion Sol. Prophet of an Elder God, Lethality, Fuses Lit. All of these are pretty bad. I definitely want something that generates a created card to reduce the cost of my champions. Or something that gives us a bit of board presence. None of these do that. I guess Little Buddies gives us chump blockers. But I don't think it's a necessity. Let's roll yet again. Get Jinxed, Enfeebling Strike, Memory Game. Get Jinxed would be good if I actually had damaging spells, which I don't. So I guess we're picking up Memory Game and just using that to generate created cards in order to reduce the cost of my champions that way. Starry Scamp, Solari Priestess, I'll keep everything but the Wounded White Flame. We'll go 3 into this 0. And then next turn we'll get another Starry Scamp. The Traveler. Or we can get a Nazir. Let's pick up Azir. Oh right, because I didn't pick a Celestial card. Starry Scamp doesn't get its cost reduced. It's fine, I can still go 3 into 2 here, or 3 into 0. Let's get the Meteor Shower. Try to reduce the amount of power on board. We'll block here. Oh, the Solari Priestess has got Ninja Tabi. That's cool. Let's block like this. We take 6, we draw 2. It hurts a bit, but we can make it work. Let's pick that up. Drop down to 0. We get the Emperor's deck actually. I knew that because Azir levels up from level 2 to level 3 because of Aurelion Sol's power. I'm actually going to play the Arise a couple of times. Never mind, because the Sun Soldier got a Spirit Stone. I just wanted to reduce the cost of the Aurelion Sol to the point where I could play him for free.
They think themselves the constellations bow to me.
And now I'm pretty sure I just win the game because of it.
This is your comeuppance, Targon.
Let's just play our 3 cards. The opponent has 4 mana. You can still do something. That's fine, we'll just play the Destroyer over it. And I can even go for the second Sky's Descent. Completely clear the opponent's board and secure the victory that way. Well, that was relatively quick. I did end up taking some damage, however. It's fine. Aurelion Sol has a decent amount of longevity. Ooh, do we want a Star Shaping at the start of the game in our hand? I think so. One extra card in hand can't hurt. Ambessa, Samira or Garen. Both Ambessa and Samira can be pretty good, because they give us free attacks. Same thing with Garen, honestly. But Ambessa is easier to get Ambessa is easier to get the rally effect off, and with just a single created card played we can drop her down for free, because she has innate cost reduction. Meanwhile, Garen, we need to play 3 created cards, and these supporting cards are not that great. So yeah, let's pick up the Ambessa. And the Spirit, Bullied for sorcery, Isolated for Glutton for punishment. Honestly, I think Bullied for sorcery is a good trade, right? Aurelion Sol is like Swain and is ahead of the curve when it comes to power level, so I think we can afford to pick up a detrimental power in order to get sorcery later on. At the very least it will make things more interesting. Horn, Mid-Stoken Henchman. Sprint Guardian gives us a created card. Early Bird, definitely want to pick it up. Some early bird presence is nice. And let's move on. To Quiet Place, Explosive Encounter. Yeah, let's go for the Explosive Encounter. Let's be risky. Let's play risky, I mean. Public Execution. I kind of want to keep Ambessa, but I also want the ability to reduce the cost of Ambessa. That's unfortunate. We drew the Star Shaping naturally in our opening hand instead of getting the Farsight alteration off. I guess we're playing Ambessa normally. Spacey Sketcher for free is not really that great for us. How annoying. We don't really get to develop that much of a board presence. I guess we're cutting the...
If it was important, they should have built it better.
I guess we're cutting the Spacey Sketcher out of our deck. Sure, let's drop down the Starry Scamp as well. Ouch. We're taking a bunch of damage here, we definitely need to heal. We don't really want to duplicate our landmarks. I suppose I can just skip that effect. We'll do this. Get 2 attacks off. on the mountain goat. So what to say, I might be able to kill the opponent here with the Ambassa, but he captured my Ambassa. So that puts a dent in that plan. But maybe... Oh, I actually do have enough damage. Lucky me. Ooh, that would have been a problem if the game went on for longer. I don't have that much health to play with. Renekton, Legion Marauder, Lucian. Let's reroll once. All of these are terrible. Absolutely atrocious. I guess we're picking up the Samira just because it's cheap. The Candlelit Prayer, Marai's Reef Spire, Ancient Preparations. Well, let's pick up the Candlelit Prayer. It helps us shuffle one back into the deck to draw one. That way we can get rid of some bad card that might start in our opening hand. Replace it with something better. Definitely need to get rid of the Spacey Sketcher. I suppose I'll keep Rictus and Aurelion Sol. And there's the card that was supposed to be pulled from my deck in my opening hand. Oh great. I guess we'll try to see what's inside the Behold the Infinite. Definitely want to do this. I can play one in the 2.
If you find your style, you find yourself.
I don't want the opponent to kill the charger with the Gloom, so let's attack first. Now he dies to the Gloom. And the Spacey Sketcher dies as well. Let's try to shuffle this back, the Aurelion Sol, one of the Aurelion Souls back in. Get something better. That can generate something better. Azir, Falling Comet, Meteor Shower. Meteor Shower deals with the unit he has on board, and it's the cheapest option, other than Azir obviously. Let's go for the Behold the Infinite again. The healing might be fine. Ooh, Moon Silver is definitely good, but so is Crescent Strike, however. Let's pick up the Crescent Strike and stun 2 of the opponent's units. Yeah, that goes through. We stun both of those. Now Aurelion Sol is 1. I take 7. It hurts a lot. But if I play the Mihira, I heal 5. And then I play the Star Shaping. Let's play Rictus first. Next turn we go Mihira. Aurelion Sol becomes free. Let's shackle those 2. We go back to 21. Actually, I miscounted the cost reduction on Aurelion Sol. We're a bit off. Well, I suppose I can just... No, I can't play Mihira next turn because it's no longer discounted. I suppose I can go for Ambassa. Sure, let's drop down the Ambassa. Then we'll shuffle back in the Public Execution. Maybe it's a mistake to draw cards, because that just makes it so I get closer to hitting the buff caps that are in my deck. but whatever. Going to deal a bit of damage to the opponent's Nexus. Set up so that we can kill him easier in the future. Apparently the opponent wants to try and clear the board. He might be able to. He is going to be able to proc the effects of a lot of stories here. Okay, it was not too bad. That's a problem, however. Definitely want to public execution that. He might play one of the shackles here. Okay, it chooses to kill the embassy instead. That's not so bad. We don't really have a lot of buff gaps left in deck too, so I think we can afford to take it a bit slower. Try and fish for some healing. Let's get down the Aurelion Sol. That allows us to fish for some healing. We just need to empty our hand. Shouldn't be too hard now that we have Aurelion Sol on board. Ooh, an Atakan. That's a high roll. Let's shuffle Solari Priestess. Oh, it's no longer updraft. Never mind. Can still drop down the Ambassa and the Meteor Shower here. And then we can go for the Supernova on both of these. Ensure that they're gone. Ooh, we get the Supernova back. Don't mind if I do. Then we go for the Living Legends. Let's see if we can find some healing. None of those are any healing. But we do get to try again. By hitting the Traveler. No, that's not it. Oh well. I suppose I'll close out the game then. Just attack with everything. Could be worse. We're at half of our starting life total, but I don't really think we're in a bad position. Weighted Supplicant, Decisive Maneuver, Skilled Snapper. Let's reroll once. It's our last reroll. I guess we're picking up the Star-tipped peak because I don't want more champions. I already have enough. Let's go ahead and purchase some more rerolls for the road, since I spent them all in the first part of the run. And we're cutting the Star-tipped peak, probably. Don't really want to wait 2 turns for it. Yeah, the Sorwitter's fine. The fact that it gives me a created card might actually end up benefiting me more than it does the opponent. Or more than stealing my units benefits the opponent. Because with that extra card I get to play cheaper champions. I should have cut the Starry Scamp though. I forgot about it. It's fine. I can just... I think Behold Infinite first is better. We'll get something cheap, like the Trickster. We'll play the Starry Scamp. We'll go Trickster, Samira, Ambessa. Honestly, that's fine. I don't mind you stealing the Starry Scamp. I just have to place something over that Occult Opportunist. Let's shuffle the Solaris Priestess back into the deck, I suppose. That's unfortunate. That's extremely unfortunate. 3 nightmares on the first card I draw. Well, at the very least I can do this and rally.
Yeah, that's more like it. All by my
Flare. We can go for it next turn.
Cool.
This should be fun.
Let's kill the Spirit Blossom Evelyn.
Cool.
We also kill the elusive, which is nice. I think my units take 1, but it's okay. I'm pretty sure I can kill the opponent this turn, either by proccing the Samira or making use of Ambassador's effect. Let's deal 1 to the opponent's nexus, shall we? Now I get the Beckoning Gaze, which in turn allows me to steal that unit back. Samira is at the B. I can go Public Execution there. We rally once.
Blink and you miss me.
Samira goes to A. Then we attack with the Trickster for the Scout effect. Then we attack with everything else.
Ooh, you're interesting.
The opponent takes another 6. We rally again. Then we attack with everything else. And we probably could have gone for another attack just by playing the Aurelion Sol that was free, proccing the Samira. So yeah, we had more than enough damage to close out the game. And now that we have sorcery as well, we can definitely make use of, or we can definitely play more spells per turn, which in turn will just make stuff like that easier. Dawning Age, the best defense, raiding party. I suppose Dawning Age makes some cards easier to play, so let's take it. And now we can use our rerolls here. Once again, Get Jinx is an incredibly good spell, or an incredibly good power. Unfortunately, we don't have damaging spells or skills, so we have to pass on it. And of course we reroll Get Jinx into the Get Jinxed. Just my luck. Removen Spirits. But the opponent's units have elusive and lifesteal. Each round, the first time you play a unit, summon an ephemeral copy of it. All of these units basically have lifesteal anyway, or most of them do. This might be a mistake because of how hard it is to deal with opponents having lifesteal. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. And then we go for the encounter that might benefit from lifesteal, but the opponent also has a lot of units with lifesteal by default. So it's not like the extra lifesteal is going to end up mattering long term, right? Or at least I hope it doesn't. Of course, the one card I want to pull with the home turf doesn't get pulled. Just my luck. Well, it could be worse. At the very least I can go Mountain Goat,
I taste perfect.
attack, or I can play the Ambassador right away. Unfortunately, Ambassador doesn't trade favorably into the Serene Sky Singer. I might have to attack with the Mountain Goat, but I want to get the benefit of Ambassador's attack. It only works on kill though. So it might be worth it to just play it slow. The opponent's already full health anyway. I'm just going to do this. Play Samira.
Just when you thought you'd seen it all.
And we play the Ambassa.
Even pawns have a role to play.
We don't really get the effect from killing with Ambassa. But it does give me something to do here in this upcoming turn. The opponent has no Pafai, and the Celestial Wonder costs 1 less because of the Downing Age, meaning the opponent can use no Pafai on it. Well, isn't that just extremely unlucky? I guess I have to let it go through. And now the opponent just draws a bunch of cards, summons a bunch of units. At least 2 of them got over destroyed because of it. How many puff caps do I have in deck? 12. So I don't die to puff caps at least. I think I have to do star shaping here. I have to try and maintain my health as best as I can. Samira gets reset, unfortunately. Can go Living Legends. Refill my entire mana pool, but only mana, not spell mana. I can go Solari Priestess, try and fish for something, but I don't think it's worth it. Candlelit Prayer is not doing anything. Aurelion Sol would be brought down to 5 if I do this. I have to do it. I have to get Aurelion Sol on board, I think. Because Aurelion Sol on board clears most of the opponent's stuff.
At my creations.
And I'm desperate for a board clear.
This is your comeuppance, Targon. Okay.
Now we can start playing cards.
Sometimes you just need a galaxy destroyed.
Rejuvenating Breeze is fine. Let's empty our hand to the best of our ability. Ouch. We don't need to proc all of our rally effects.
This should be fun.
So let's attack first here. The opponent probably survives this. 22, 17. Yeah, he survives. We don't need all our rally effects.
Try to keep
But
up.
we have
Blink and you'll
enough
miss me.
rally effects to close out the game here. I just want to cast both the star shapings for healing. Hopefully find something that heals us more along the way. We're not really finding more healing, but we are finding more living legends. Those can help
Encourage them both.
find healing. Let's flare, one to the enemy nexus.
Blink and you'll miss me.
He'll rally again. It's whatever. Don't really care about the rally. What matters is healing. I want to go into the next encounter with full health. The Golden Sister's nice. Especially if she gets to share her keywords with something else. Do we go up to full health? Yes, we do. Perfect. So that wasn't too bad. We did come very close to dying. We were brought down to like 12 HP. But we managed to get it all back. So it's like we didn't lose any HP at all. It took a while though. Focusing Crystal on Rictus. Yeah, sure. It's a card that's already in my deck. Let's pick up the Dreamwoven Spirits. Game start, the foe summons a sparring student. Do I want to... the extra power? I suppose an extra unit on board is fine. And how hard can this encounter possibly be, right? Puff cap. It's a bit of damage. Ooh, would you look at that? The Candlelit Prayer finally got pulled from my deck. About time. Written in stars. Double the effect of written in stars. It's probably good, right? I think it works twice for the sake of cost reduction. Yes, it does. And that means a free Ambass at the start of the game.
Even forms have a role to play. Focus.
I could probably gone for the Mountain Goat first. I would have benefited more from getting to attacks with Mountain Goat. But it's alright. None of the opponent's units... Actually no, one of them does kill the Mountain Goat. I definitely want to get a gem here. That's a lot of sparring students. Honestly, I don't mind if the opponent trades into the Mountain Goat. I just want to get 2 gems so that I can play the Aurelion Sol for free next turn. Ouch.
May my steps and my heart be light as air.
I'll take the 4. I can heal through it. Let's just play the gem here. Get a free Aurelion Sol. And now the opponent can't do anything at all, because his board is gone.
Soldier of stars.
Unless he has 0 cost cards in hand.
This is your comeuppance, Targon. Stardust.
Okay. He still attacks with the sparring student. Not like it matters though. Let's heal a bit. Ooh, wild cosmic inspiration, that's neat. That just ensures my victory here. Just like that. That wasn't too bad. I suppose it was an extra encounter you don't normally get every run, so they couldn't make it too hard. Now we get an extra sparring student at the start of the game. I definitely want to work on getting rid of the species catcher though. Public execution, star shaping. I might keep Samira, but everything else has to go. I need cards that create cards. Solari Priestess is fine. Oh right, the opponent just summons a full board for the both of us. Forgot about that part. Well, Aurelion Sol is about to level up here because of that. The unfortunate part is if the opponent somehow has a rally effect.
More courage than brawn.
Okay, it doesn't appear like the opponent has a rally effect. So I'm safe. Hopefully I'm safe.
Ooh, that's new. Pay
I'm going to attack with this one, just so I can go ahead and play the Samira for free.
No need to make a name for myself. Beautiful and brutal, just how I like it. Isn't it thrilling?
Now we can go for the flare,
My friend and I are soul collectors.
like this. We're going for the midnight raid on this one, just because it's a free card and it works towards Ambassador's level up. Now that we can't rely on the Aurelion Sol's power to level her up, we need to do it another way. Also, we're going for the Sky's Descent for 4 because I want to get rid of most of the opponent's board. Yeah, he gets to keep a yawn, but I level up Aurelion Sol,
Order of stars.
and I now get to play my celestial cards for free because of that.
I do love an audience.
Heard you're new in
That's
here.
nice. Let's stun the elusive and the high attack unit. Yeah, sure. Elusive and the high attack unit. Summons another unit. It's fine. We're going to Falling Comet there. And the opponent gets the unit back. It's like he never lost anything at all. Kinku's Skull. Another Master Keeper. Well, I can just Sky's Descent to clear the opponent's entire board and rally.
Keep up.
So, yet again, a full board gone to the wind. To the wind. I'd say the opponent's not having a good game, but that would be an understatement. Can I go for another rally effect here? Probably not, right? We can go 2.
Even pawns have a role to play.
We get a gem. We can place said gem. The unit with double attack to double the effects of the buff. We're living legends. Get more cards to get for free. Let's messenger there. And then we go for the golden sister.
What once was
And now we've rallied again.
one.
Let's attack with everything. Damn, still not enough. Guess we'll do this. Deal 2 more damage to the opponent's Nexus. Anything I can do to reach the threshold of damage? If I play the Mountain Goat over the Ambassa, maybe? Yep, that's enough. Perfect. Avoided wasting one more turn on a game that was already won.
Let's make the next mission riskier.
Kind of impressive that the opponent managed to develop 2 full boards and still keep a full hand. It's also impressive that I managed to deal with 2 full boards and still keep a mostly full hand. Guess both of us were doing stuff that was not really that fair. This is bait, right? The opponent gets more of a benefit from this than I do. Let's reroll. Noxian Might. Could be worse. At the very least, the unit that gets summoned off of our legendary power now has a bit of a boost. Okay, time to finally get rid of this Spacey Sketcher. If I get rid of the Spacey Sketcher, the unit that gets pulled is definitely either the Rictus or the Starry Scamp, because they're the cheapest, lowest power units available. Weakest? Yeah. Weakest is lowest power if tie is broken by lowest health and lowest cost. So It's a tie between the Star Scamp and the Rictus. Either one is definitely better at the start of the game than the Star Scamp that has a play effect that I don't get to play, so it's basically a vanilla 2-2. This might take a while, but that's just all the better for me, right? Because the longer the game takes, more value I can create with Aurelion Sol and my other champions. And with Samira on board I can just rally a billion times. That's the Rictus.
Words of power linger in the air.
Let's see what's inside the Behold the Infinite. Let's go for the Moon Glow, since we don't really have any other spell that we can go for here. I can go Mountain Goat, Moon Glow, and also shuffle something back into the deck. I'll shuffle this Rictus. It's burst, so the opponent can't answer this. Let's play the Mountain Goat. Get some gems going.
Silly thing.
Really, you trade into the Mountain Goat.
Tis written.
Don't know if that's the correct choice, but sure, whatever you want, opponent. Let's get the Samira down.
Just when you thought you'd seen it
Can
all.
we proc Samira here? Maybe if the opponent attacks into the Ambassa and I get the rally effect off. Let's get the Moonglow on the Samira. I feel like she's the most important unit on board right now. The opponent doesn't attack. I should have figured as much. Let's shuffle this back into the deck. We don't really need it right now. The buff caps are not that great though. Let's attack with
Hope they're watching.
these units. I don't want the mirror to die. Striking, being struck. There goes my Ambassa and my rally effect. It's unfortunate. Well, at the very least I'll get to draw more champions from my deck by doing this. So that's an Ambassa. And that's all the champions I had in deck. Good to know. Let's protect the Rictus. Drop down the Aurelion Sol's cost to 1. And now we drop down Aurelion Sol. Ooh, refuel, exactly what I needed. And it has a rally associated with it. How lucky. I might actually be able to pull off a victory here. Or actually not a victory. I might be able to clear the first part of the encounter right now. Let's get a attack on back, however. Let's split the Ambassa. We can actually do this.
Try to keep up. Blink and you'll miss me.
We attack with everything.
This should be fun.
Wait. Ambassa's dying? No, it's because the Oracle doesn't understand if something is about to die or not. Let's go Immortal Fire because it deals more damage. Actually, I can go for it now. Really maximize the amount of damage I deal here.
No problem. Try to keep up.
And we trigger the phase change. So this turns into Grandma Inoki if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So that's gone, but because it dies I rally. So I get to attack again.
Hope they're watching.
Oh right, the opponent doesn't take more damage until the end of this turn. So I have to wait before dealing damage again. Yeah, I'll still do the Sky's Descent though, just because I want to get rid of all of those units, the spell shield.
I do love an audience.
And here I'm definitely using the Living Legends first thing for the rally effect. And then we attack with everything. And the opponent's definitely dead here. Okay, that was one of the healthiest last encounters in this adventure that I've ever had, I think. Goes to show how powerful Aurelion Sol really is, even at only 4 stars. Definitely a good showing of him. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.